So uh, once the DB restore is done, production backup with the quality or one of the sandbox systems are done. So then we have to perform the some of the post refresh steps. We have to perform it here. So what are those post refresh steps here? Right. The number one is like a we need to make the BTC immediately. Don't start the SAP system after the restore is completed. Why? Because if you start it, it won't start first of all. Okay, there's a mandatory make the BTC work process to 0. So why we have to make it as 0, right? So why? Because BTC work process are responsible to run the jobs here. So when you start the SAP system, immediately the production jobs will be executed in the non-production system. This will create some noise. So to avoid this one, so make the BTC work process to 0. Then so apply the SAP license. Why? Because you cannot log into the SAP system without applying. Why? Because you will get the production data, right? You will get the production data. We need to apply the license using the S license transaction code that you know, right? Then immediately, so reset the HDB user store entries. Reset the HDB user store entries here using with SID ADM HDB user store, right? So check list currently. If you list it, what are the entries are there? You will see the production entries. Then we can reset to the reset to the production quality like previously how it was there. We can reset it here. We can reset it here. HTTP user store reset here. That one we have to create the keys here. We have to create the keys here, right? So we have to create the key here, right? So that one we need to use it here, right? That one we have to use it in the systems here, right? So then once the first let's draft the steps here. So reset the HDB user store entries, apply the license, make the BTC work process to 0. Then so check connectivity, check connectivity from SAP to DB using R3 trans -D. So this will check the whether your application can able to connect to the database or not, right? Then once you done it here, then check the connectivity from the SAP to DB using the R3 trans -D, right? So that is the one thing here, right? So that is the one thing here. So once you've done it here, then what we have to do here, check the connectivity. So then start SAP system, right? We know using the start SAP command or so some like SAP control command or MMC, you will start the SAP system. Once you start the SAP system here, so OS level, we can apply the license or so log into the SAP star with 000 SAP star with the pass works. That is also one possibility. Or so we can just instead of applying OS level, we can apply the license. Instead, in case of if you are unable to apply the license from OS level, so no problem. What we can do, we can enable the before starting the SAP, apply the license or one more step I can write it here. So enable the SAP star by changing the parameter, enable it. There is a SAP star with the pass will be enabled in the 000 client. We can log in to apply the license. So from here also you can apply the license here. So two ways here. Either you can apply the license normally at OS level. There is a script we can execute it, or so otherwise what we can do, we can enable the SAP star parameter. If you change it and when you do the starting the SAP system, we can log into the SAP system using 000 client, then SAP star with the pass, then we can apply the license. So why? Because without applying the license, you cannot log into the production client, 100 client or 200 client. You cannot log in. So definitely we have to apply the license. Right? So that is the one. So either if you can apply the OS level, that is fine. So even though you are unable to log in, then enable the SAP star with the pass, then log into the SAP system Troubleshooter client, apply the license. Then what you can do, so then supply the license here. So then log in with the production client, with the production client with the production password, then pass the all BTC jobs by using BTC TRNS1, right? BTC TRNS1, using this report in SA38, you can pass all the background jobs, all the jobs we can stop it. Why? Because if you don't pass it, what will happen, right? If you don't pass it, your jobs will start running in the systems. Your BTC jobs will start running in the systems here. So that will create the some problem here. That will create the problem here. Log in with the production client, pass the all the BTC jobs using BTC TRNS1, right? So once you've done it here, right? So sequence 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? To pass the all the background jobs here. Once done, then you can start importing the importing the RFC destinations, whatever the transport of copies you have taken as part of free steps, right? That free steps you have to import. Then start importing UMR, client export, user master record export you have done as part of the pre-steps. Then reconfigure the SMLG and RG12. Then SM61 background job server groups, and delete the delete. So yeah, these things we have to reconfigure it. Then stop SAP system, to enable the BTC work process to original value. Why? Because you have made it as the 0. Then no background work process, right? Then now starting passing the background jobs, then stop the SAP system. Then this is also will not work. So this step should be here. So this step also will be here. So then log into the SAP store, apply the license, pass the all the background jobs. Then step number 9, stop the SAP system to enable the BTC work process to original value. So BTC work process will come to the picture here, right? So that is the 10. Step number 10, step number 11, and 12, and 13. Okay, so then start importing the, once you start it, stop it, enable the background work process, then start the system. Then once you start it, then start importing the RFC destination, transport will import works. Then start the UMR, user master records also work. Why? Because job will be created. Then job required the one BTC work process. Then you have not changed the BTC work, then job will not run. So yeah, that's why I just moved the step to the here to enable the BTC work process to previous value, original value. So then reconfigure the SMLG, RG12, SM61, then your SCOT, whatever the SCOT configuration you have, the emails and everything, SCOT configuration. Then delete the entries in SOST transaction code. Then SMQR, then SMQS, then SMQ1, then SMQ2. Just delete, clean up the entries, you have to clean up all the entries here. Then SM16, then SM58, check if any failed. Why? Because you will get all the data from the production. Right? But quality entries are different. That's why you are taking the screen captures here. Why? Because we have to reconfigure all how it was there previously. We have to reconfigure. We have to delete the production entries. We have to configure again all the values, SCOT configuration. And delete the SOST entries. Then SMQR, QS, Q1, Q2, this one we have to reconfigure. We have to reconfigure this one. In SM58, check if any failed transactional RFCs here, right? In SM58, clean up. Then what we have to do, we have next one is like a in SM13. So SM13, if check if any failed update records are there, just clean up all those things. We have to do the cleanup here, right? So all those things we have to do the cleanup here. These things we have to do the cleanup here. So once done here, the next step is like a, so once clean up all the things, we have to reconfigure. So if any custom table, some tables are custom tables here. So those entries we have to change it manually. Sometimes, so if any custom tables are there, G tables, sometimes those entries are like a production. We need to change it to the, so your quality or original system. Those quality details we have to make a change it to the quality system, right? Sometimes some customers here. So, but standard refresh procedure is, this is the one here, right? So we have to do the standard refresh procedure here. So this is for the HANA database. We need to use this reuse system, right? So then if any custom tables, change it to the quality system here. Then so delete the SLG1, like application logs, we can delete it here. Then so change the printers, change printer devices to original system. Why? Because you will get everything, you will get the production entries after the restore, right? Then so change the BD54 logical system entries as well. Logical system entries also like a production, you need to change it here. Then production entries. Then once you'll change the logical system entries, printer devices here, then SPAD, SP12, spool consistency check here. Consistency check here. Consistency check. If anything consistency check, we need to remove the entries there, right? Then custom tables, spool consistency check, QR, QS. So then
Logical client.
yeah, client settings changes, production, it will be closed. So here it is opened. Then you need to do the client settings changes, and so the system changes that we have to do it here. Same as like client role changes here, client role changes. So in the production, it will be production. In the quality, it should be testing, right? The client role also we have to changes in the SCC for transaction code. Also, so we need to SC06. So ST06, we need to edit, we need to modify the ST06, we need to modify the entry source to target ST06, right? Then we have the STMS reconfiguration. We have to add this system into the reconfiguration. Why? Because production entries will come. So then STMS also you have to reconfigure, right? Then STMS also you have to reconfigure, means just to add this system into the transport domain and establish the routes here, right? Enter not just enter STMS, just to add this system in. So STMS list here, STMS domain controller list here. Then just check W20, W21 partner profiles and IDAC profiles. With any production entries, we need to change it. So whatever pre-steps you have done. So this all the post steps we have to do it as part of the pre-work. Then so delete all production BTC jobs, background jobs. Why? Because jobs you got from the production, just delete it and reconfigure. Why? Because the developed quality is the different. So if you have taken the backup, then you can re-import or you have to reconfigure it manually, right? So then delete all the production jobs here, all the logs jobs. Then SGen also you can execute if required. SGen also we have to re-execute last. Then finally, once all the one or two steps may be missed, or once all the standard steps, everything is completed, finally, we can run the So BDLS, this is the very long running logical system conversion steps we have to run it. So why we have to run it means, so you copied the data, transactional data, all the tables data, everything to production to quality. Now quality also you have the production entries are there, logical systems. Then data insertion, the jobs will fail. So definitely at end of the procedure, finally all the steps are completed. You need to run the BDLS, logical system conversion. We have to execute it. Logical system conversion, we have to execute it here, right? These things we have to do it in the systems here, right? That is what we have to do it in the systems here, right? So this is what we have to do it here. So these are all the steps are common. Everybody normally day to day we perform this post activities and everything, right? So let's take here example here. Let's take the system here. So once you copy it here, you have the different details here. System it won't start. So go to SA38. So you can just pass the, suppose like you copied from the production to here, right? So you copied the production to here, then log into the system. You won't log in. So because license we have to apply it, that we can apply it here. So go to the operating system level, right? So then operating system level, you can just go to the here. Suppose we can use the HDB user store entries here, right? So for this one, what we have to do here. So just for example, the first step is like a make the background work process to 0. The profiles we can change it, license we can apply it. This parameter enabling also we know that reset the HDB store user store entries means just to connect to the SID ADM user here, SID ADM user here. Then so you can type like HDB user store hyphen list. It will show the what are the entries are configured. It will give you the information. So here you see here they are the activity, there are the systems are support connected here, right? There are the some systems are connected here. It is a, like a production system, like this is the one production system here, right? So so here this is a production system. Now when you start the SAP, it won't start it. Then in this case, what we can do here, what we can connect it here, we can change the values here. We can change the values here. We can change the values. How can we change the values? So HDB user store, add HDB user store, add here, add. So just to add, and the key is the default one. So default whatever the key, ULT default one space. So space. Then we have to provide the so key environment. So HDB user store set store add default one, and so database. So the database like suppose like SAP. So suppose like SAP Linux 1, suppose example colon 3 instance number, the index server profile, and the schema name space the schema password. So suppose like schema password, we can enter it, just execute it here. Then your HDB user store entries got created here, right? HDB user store entry got created here. So now when you check it out, there the one more key got created here with this entry, right? Above one entry got created. So which means this is the one which is connecting to the HANA database. This is previous one is the production entry. You delete the production entry, add the new entry here which got created. Now after that, so you can just start up the system, right? Start up the system, then apply the start up the system, then log into the 000 client with the 000 client, and just you can log into the 000 client. Go
Sir,
to the,
sorry for interrupting. How can we apply a license at OS level?
there is a SAP like key, there is a transaction code, sorry, there is a command with SAD ADM So otherwise, if you are not familiar with that command, SAP, there is a like key, there is a command. Otherwise, there is a script. Otherwise, what you can do, you can just to go to the with the 000 with SAP star. SAP star with pass, you will enable it to apply the license. Log into the SAP system, 000 SAP star, then apply the license. Then go to the here. If you are not familiar, then go to the yes license transaction code. Then click on the create. Then you will generate the license. Then you can upload to the here. Okay. Then after that, you can close. Then you can just log into the your main system, main client. Now you can log into the main client here. SAP star with pass can enable, even though license is not enabled, then you can log into the our main client here. We can log into the main client. Then we can perform the activities here. Go to the SA38, then pass the all the background job by typing the BTC TRNS1, BTC TRNS1. So suspended for all the jobs. So make sure SM37. So SM37. So all the jobs should be suspended status here, released and suspended, which means these jobs, it won't work now. Why? Because these all are from the production. So this all the jobs are from the production. So these jobs, it won't run in the systems. These all jobs are from the production. So all are the released and suspended, which means these jobs, it won't run. These jobs, it won't run in the systems here. These jobs, it won't run in the systems. So these all are released and suspended here. So here, once the released and suspended is done. So why? Because production jobs will be executed everything here, right? So that's why, so we need to suspend using the BTC TRNS1. So in SA38, we can set it, stop the change the, make the background work process to the previous value. Previously, how many BTC work process are configured, just to configure that many work process here. Then go to the your STMS. Oh, HTML is not configured by our guys. So then whatever the so TMS, like previously you have created the transport of copies, right? The transport, we can import it here in SAP systems, right? The transport we can import to that SAP systems here. STMS, we can import it, that one. So once done, the people has not configured this one. So once that is done, once the STMS configuration is done, then see, and that's why we maintained the STMS configuration also, right? STMS configuration also, we have maintained the one step here. Then start importing the user master record. Then SCC7, you can import it, right? So again, RFC destinations, says transport, you can import it. Then SMLG, so log on groups, SMLG, we can recreate the SMLG as well here, right? We can recreate the SMLG here. Go to the SMLG transaction code. Then you will get the production entries. Then change it to the your development entries. All the development entries, you can configure it here, right? That is what we can do it. Then RG12, that is also you can change it. That is also you will get the production entry. So these entries, it's copied from the EC3, right? So EC3 is there. So EC3 is not required. So then what we can do, we can go to here. The server group is like a parallel generator. So then all are changed. So KP online 1. So this is copied, right? Now EC3 is not required. Delete the instance. All the production entries, we need to remove it, right? All the entries we have to remove it. Then all the entries we have removed now. So once done, all the entries, once you done it here. So then slowly SM61, the background job server groups also, we have to check it out. So anything is pointing to the production. Then you need to configure that one here. You have to delete the assignment, configure as a, so you are just to delete the group here, just delete the group here, create the group here, BTC group here. So SAP BTC group, you can create it. All the jobs will use this group here, right? So otherwise, your production entries will come. We have to delete and we have to reconfigure the groups and everything here. right? And SEC4, this is also like a, so you will see the SEC4 here, you will get the different value, right? We need to change the logical system, and also the client role should be production, then it change it to the customization and testing client, we can change it, right? By going this one, we can change it, right? Then, so, and SC03 client settings also previously how it was there before the refresh, then change the client setting option to the, so modifiable to not modifiable, or whatever it may be, just you can change it. Previously it was like a, so not modifiable, then you can change the settings to the not modifiable, you can keep it, right? So then after that what, so then go to the BD54 here, right? Logical systems, so you will get the all the production entries only, you will get the all the production entries only, then you can change the entries to the your quality entries, you can get it out here, nothing is there here, then we have to create the entries here, right? Then in this case, so we have to open the system, I think. So see here T90 something is there, that is wrong, right? So we have to change it now. All the things we have to change it now, right? Data was saved here. So now, so go to BD54. Logical system also it's not there, right? BD54. Then we have to change that value to, we have to change that value here. BD54. So why this table is giving the error? Syntax error. So trans directory check. That is the problem. So we don't have transport configuration. What I will do. Okay, now it will work. Here is 54. Unknown AGM unknown read. Okay, that is there is syntax error we are getting. There is a syntax error. Oh, 898 error, syntax errors. Very bad. Oh, all are syntax errors only. Syntax error in the, there is a program. Okay, there is a program error which is conflicting the our execution as well. BD54. So that is fine. So then Scott reconfiguration. So you will get the Scott. So everything, whatever you have done it, production entries, just you have to change the values to the production to the quality mailbox host. You have to change it or you have to disable it. Then default domain, we have to reconfigure it here. Right, all the SAP level activities only we have to do it. Backup restore we know, but only SAP level activities are only more here. Pre-steps and post-steps here. So only data will come. So remaining all the activities caught. So W20, W21, W20 partner profiles, how the partner profiles are configured here. All the information we can see it here. How the partner profiles, are there any entries with the red items here? Then W20, W21 here, right? Anything is pointing here. Transport, RFC destinations, backend systems here. Anything is pointing here. So all those things we have to check it out. Crossfully we have to check it out here, right? So this one we have to check here. So there is a file. In the file, this is should be pointing to the USR SAP temp. Ours is the Windows. Here it is configured as a Linux. So definitely there is a file found here /temp inbound, outbound. So there is a configuration. So everything we have to change it. The physical directories we have to change it here, right? So all the W20, W21 here, and also SMQ1, Q2. If any old entries are there in the SMQ1, so we have to delete this SMQ1 entries. We have to delete all the entries. We have to delete it here. Then SMQ2 also we have to delete this Vinay. Why? Because this all are copied from the production. So you will get all these entries here. So we don't require all those entries here. We can delete these entries here. SMQR, SMQ2, then SMQ1, SMQR. So what is the registration? Here we will get the production entry here. Just to reset this production entry here. Go to here just to activate the production entries. Then you will get the production name ID here. Why? Because so then QS here also you will get the production ID. Then change it here. See here all are copied from the production CIEC something. Right? These all are from the EC3 system, but our SAD is the ECP system, so it's wrong. So we have to reconfigure all those things here. Then STMS, that's why I done it. So finally, once all these things are normal things only, once all the checks, normally 2-3 days, it will take change all those things here, right? SP12 also we have to change, right? SP12 also we have to go to here. We have to check the consistency check. So here you will see the inconsistency memory items. Those things we have to clear, delete it here. And also old back jobs and everything we have to delete it here. Then if you go to the SLG1, SLG2 application logs, we can delete immediately here. There are the application log which we can delete it in the systems. The XBD logs we can delete it. Does it don't record? Why? Because those all everything is copied from the production. We need to clean up all the things, workflows, SOST entries, everything we need to do the cleanup here. Everything we have to do the.
What is this SLG1?
SLG1 is the application logs. Application logs. So this application logs, whatever things are happened here system, SLG1 is the transaction code to check the logs here. Compared to the your system log SM21, SLG1 is like a application logs here. Some connections, everything, it will be recorded here. If you could not find out in SM21, we can find out in the SLG1 application logs here. So these logs also we copied from the production. So those things we have to delete it, right? So we are deleting all the production entries. We are deleting here. We can keep it also, but why there is a production entries? Nothing, no required, right? So we can delete those things also. We can delete it here, right? So those things we can delete it here. So then what next? We have other things here. So client role changes, SP2, BD54, SLG1, any custom tables, STMS reconfigurations, SM58. So these are all the things we have to whatever the possibilities we have the configuration of the production, all the production configuration we have to delete it. We have to keep the quality configurations. We have to keep it. Whatever the source system configuration and ST03 also we have to set. Why? Because the production performance is from performance you will get. Then we need to delete the entries here. So you have to go to the collector analysis here. The performance database here. So monitor the database and contents. So here you will get the production entries here, right? These all are the production entries. So not this one, I think. Yeah, this contents, I think. Here you will see the production entries. Now if everything is production only, that's fine. Sometimes you will see the production entry, different SID entries. Then those things you can delete it. Select all, just you can delete the configuration. Entries we can delete it here, right? Those things also we can perform it here. And RZ10 profiles, you will see the production profiles only. Just delete EC3 profiles are there. So why we require the EC3 profiles? Now it's copied from the here, right? So we can delete these profiles. We can delete these profiles. We don't require these profiles here. So just we can delete the profile. That's it, right? So we can just delete the profile here. It's deleted. So then after that, yes. So EC3 is there. So this is copied from the EC3. So production profiles are there. Then why we require this one, all versions. The active server, then deleted. So only production entries are there here now. See, only ECP production entries are there. It's deleted. So then what next? So as RZ03, ST22, SLD. Then so your RZ70, SLD also there is a production SLD. Then change the SLD to the your non-production. See here, this is a different SLD it is showing here. So our SLD, we can change it to the different SAP system, whatever the we have the SLD. So SLD host name, we can change it here. Just save it, then push the data to the here. So these all entries, whatever the production, all production entries, we have to change it. All the production entries, we have to change it here, right? So this is our SLD. This we can change it here. So that's why we have to take the screen captures of all the possibilities, whatever the technical configuration, all the configurations we have to change it. Wherever production it is there, we need to change it to the, so our respective quality, whatever the source SID we are doing, that SID we have to change it here, right? So then SLD, then SLD API cust, SLD API cust. This is also we can do it here. SLD API cust. This is also RFC connections relay. API cust. So this is also SLD related details we will maintain. We see different host name. Then we can change the user to the SLD here. So that is the one thing. So wherever we have production configuration as part of our technical steps, so all the things we have to change it to your respective previously how it was there here. The finally we can go to the BDLS transaction code, then logical systems execution. What is the your source system here? Suppose like a ECC or something like that we have, right? So then we can check that, suppose like it's a ECD something EC3, I think ECD system is there. That entries we can change it to the new logical system entries, we can change it here, right? That one we have to change it. Then so check the which tables you want to copy, then select the tables. If you don't have tables, maintain the star and star, all the tables will come in the picture. Otherwise I don't want to put the star and star, it will take a lot of 5 minutes. Then A star to B star, then once this completed, then C star to D star, like that the tables alphabetical order wise also we can change it here. So for this one, so first of all, the logical systems should be there. The logical system should be created here. Logical system should be there here in the BD54, right? So that's why BD54 step we created in the front here, right? So this is giving us some error actually. There is a program error. There is a job, I think. This job we have to stop it. There is a job. This one we have to stop it here. What would be the 54? Yeah, this is opened. So you see all the development entries. So then what we can do here? So we want to run the logical system conversion. Then go to the BDLS. This is one of the important step to convert the old logical system like ECP, CLNT. Suppose like ECP, CLNT 100 client to then ECD, CLNT 100 client, then development, then test run, leave it. Then if you want to run the only few tables like A star to B star, then you can execute it. Click on the execute button here. So ECP is not yet defined. So then means in the BD54, this logical system is not exist. Then we have to create manually. It is not exist, definitely we have to create it here. Then ECP, which one to say? ECP. ECP. 100 client. Right, that is done. This is done. So now just click on the execute. So it will trigger a one background job here. So otherwise we can run it in the dialog mode. Few tables are there. See, the tables are updating. All the tables data is getting updated now. So like that, all the tables, whatever the tables are there, so we can execute for the all the tables here. So means A star to B star means only those tables conversion will be changed here. If you execute like star by star, hundreds of thousand lakhs of tables will be converted. So it may take 3 hours, 3 days, 4 days as well. Like what are the table entries it got changed? We have the all the tables got displayed here. All the table entries got displayed here, right? So all the table entries got displayed. So now B star to C star. Now C star to D star, right? C star to D star. Either you can execute in the dialog mode or you can run as a background job here. That is also will be created here. Background job, right? Background job also we can create it. It will run it in the background. But because this is one of the step, very long running step here. So this will create a job in SM37 here. So one BAB, see RBDLS map star here. It is running. See the BDLS jobs are running here. So which will convert it, which will convert the entries, all those things here, which will convert the entries here. How many entries, settings, how many process from what to what. See here, all the entries are converting entries. So all the entries are converting from source SID to target SID. It is converting. It's done, right? It's done. So like that, the parallel jobs, we can define it. Parallel. So jobs, we can define it here. Parallel jobs, we can define it in the systems here. Let's go to. So, or we can make it like star to star. Yeah, background jobs here, as a background job means this will take a very longer time period here. Because star to star, hundreds of tables, like whatever the tables are there in the database, the one job for all the activities, everything will be done now here. But this will take very longer time here in this job. Why? Because you created the job. So now this job will take the longer time here, RBDLS, right? It is active now, right? It is active. So this will take the longer time here. If any entries are there, so definitely it will take it out. It will run for longer time. See, BDLS is running. This way, this is the one of the long running step, BDLS conversion. Why we have to convert it means converting the production entries to the quality entries, production to quality. This purpose we have to use this conversion here. This entries, these things will happen in the systems here. Okay, so that is what here it will happen.
Sir, one small query, like, do we need to perform all these steps from 000 client only, or do we need
Production,
it?
no, production client only we can perform it, all the things. Why? Because data, where it is there, production client only, right? In the production client only we can perform these things.
Okay.
So once everything is done, then finally, once all the everything is done, finally we can hand over the system to our functional development teams so that they can validate the system. If any detected bugs or anything, they will route to us saying that, sir, we have seen SPAD entries are not converted. It's showing that different entries, please convert it. Then we have to change it. Sir, we have not imported the certificates. You missed this step. Then so please change the certificates and everything. You have exported the certificates. We have to import the certificates again, right? So that this kind of things they will come back to us. So every company, every organization, there is a checklist to avoid this type of things, missing one or two. They will make it as a one Excel sheet or one task list they will maintain. So as per the task list, what are the task steps are maintained. So we have to go one by one. Clearly, we have to go with all the details here, right? So see here, in our case also, we missed the S-Trust SSO2 transaction code certificates, right? This is the one. So DB side, nothing, only SAP side. DB refresh means SAP data we are refreshing production to. So backup and restore method, fine. But SAP level steps, SAP team will perform. Means as a business consultant, we have to perform. Pre, done. Post, why we have to perform the post, sir? Means if you know the pre, if you know what details are configured in the pre steps here, if you take the screenshot, then Based on that, we know, okay, here ECP there, then ECD, then these are the logon groups are configured. So like that, we will configure it, right? So that's the purpose here. We have to do this kind of things in the systems. Okay. So there is a refresh document I have step by step. I will share the documentation to everybody.